Good morning, children. From today onwards, we will be seeing your textbook lessons. So, first, today's class is physics. Take your content page and mark the chapters 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 as for your physics. You will have only one science book. In that, you will be learning physics, chemistry, and biology separately. The chapters will be divided and it will be taken. So, near the name of the chapter, put it as P. So, P means it is for physics in your content page. Now we are going to see the first chapter, that is chapter number 10, motion and measurement of distances today. We are going to see what is motion and the types of motion in detail in today's class. Okay children, now let's get into the class. Let us first see what is motion. In your chapter, you have two parts. That is, as the name tells, motion and measurement of distance. First, we are going to see the motion part alone. Let us get to know what is meant by motion. Motion means the object is in movement. We humans walk. We don't stay in one position for a long time. We move on from one point to another point. So, the objects whichever is moving, whichever is showing some changes in its position, then that is called as motion. Okay, let us consider some examples for better understanding. A moving train, fish in water, ants, hands of the clock. These are all the examples showing motion. That is, they do move. They don't remain in the same position. Okay, my dear children. Now, all the living things will definitely show motion. So, motion means changes in its position from one point to another point. Now, there is a desk. The desk will remain in the same position unless or otherwise I go and drag it. No, my dear children. So, the desk which was in the same position for long years will be in the state of rest. It is in the position of rest. After I go and put some effort to drag the desk, I am trying to change the position of the desk from one point to another point. So, then that is called as motion. Let us consider a book placed on a table. The book will remain in the same position of rest. Rest means no changes. It will remain in the same point or in the same position unless someone goes and take it. If I take it with the help of my hand, then is there a change done over there in the position of the book? Yes, then that is a motion. Next, let us see the types of motion. There are so many classifications in the motions type, my dear children. Only few are discussed in your book, but you should be knowing all the types, so I have explained it in detail in this PPT. First one is translatory motion. Translatory motion means the object will move in a straight path. Example, falling of an apple from a tree, the cars and all the vehicles moving in the road, the soldiers in a march past. Okay, my dear children. So, they are all moving, they are all showing some motion, but with respect to a straight line. They don't at all change their pattern of movement. They will always move in a straight line. So, that is called as translatory motion. This translatory motion is of two types. It is rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. If the body moves in a linear path, linear means straight line, then it is called as rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion is also called as linear or otherwise the straight line. Okay, my dear children. Curvilinear, as the name tells, curvy means curve, linear. In a curve, there is a straight path. That is the meaning of the name. Curvilinear. So, in a curved path, if the movement is a straight one, then it is curvilinear. So, translatory motion means the movement of the objects in the straight line. In that straight line path movement, it is again classified as rectilinear and curvilinear, because in our journey the roadways will always never be a straight one. There may be ups and downs and curves also. Even in the curve, the car will move in a straight line. That is why we have a classification in translatory motion as rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. The next type is circular motion. As the name tells, what did you understand from the name, my dear children? That the object's movement will be in a circular path. Yes, so circular motion means the objects will move in a circular movement or circular path. Example, merry-go-round. Merry-go-round rotates in a circular movement, circular path. So the motion in a merry-go-round will be an example for circular motion. The circular motion is again classified into revolutionary motion and rotatory motion. Okay. Now, what are some examples we can list out for circular motion? Can I tell the Earth's rotation around the sun? Can I tell the hands of the clock, whether it is minute hand or second hand? The hands are moving in a circular path. But what is the clock doing over there? The clock is in rest position. The clock does not walk anywhere. But inside the clock, you have your hands of the clock rotating. Okay, my dear children. Yes. Revolutionary motion means also circular movement only, but with respect to a center point. This I have already told in your basics class, that the difference between revolution and rotation. Revolution means when you circle around a center point. If sun is at the center and all the planets are rotating around the sun, then that is called as revolution. If you are circling around a desk in the center, then that is called as revolution. That is not rotation, my dear children. Rotation is a different one. Revolution means when you circle around something at the center. Yes. Rotation means when you rotate about your own self. The earth rotates its own axis. That is why we have our day and night. As well as the earth revolutes around the sun. It does two motions at the same time. So now you would have got a question that, ma'am, can an object produce two motions at the same time? The answer is yes, that we will see in the later part of the video. So coming to our rotation motion, that the object will rotate about its own axis. Can you see here the windmill's image? The windmill is rotating, but it is not revoluting. It rotates about its own axis. The next thing is random motion. Examples for random motion is birds flying. The birds in the sky fly in a different manner as they wish. I cannot count it into a pattern of motion. So I call the motion of the birds as random motion. whichever do not follow any fixed pattern of movement. In circular motion, we know that the objects will move in a circular path. In translatory motion, the objects will move in a straight line. But the birds will not follow any pattern of flying. So I give the name as random motion. The same thing in your hockey ball court. The ball will be moving according to the player's strike. Okay, the player will use the stick to strike the ball. It moves in a random way. So I give the name of the motion as random motion. Yes. Next, this is an important one, my dear children. Oscillatory motion. What is an oscillation first of all? Oscillation means to and fro. Have you seen a pendulum clock in your home, my dear children? The clock will produce a sound once it is 12 o'clock, and there will be a ball at the bottom of the clock. Can you see in the image of this clock? The ball will go, it will swing, coming to and fro motion. Okay. Have you ever played in a swing? What did you notice there? You will come front and back. You will again come front and back. Yes, that kind of movement, that kind of motion following a pattern of front and back or to and fro, then that is called as oscillation. Okay, my dear children. So whenever an object produces a motion in the form of a swing, like your front and back, or a to and fro motion. Okay, to know what is to and fro motion, take a thread and tie your eraser at the end of the thread. Okay, one end you will have the eraser and the other end of the thread will be left free, and you will hold that end in your hand. Now hold the thread stiffly in your hand and push the eraser. You just leave it. You just hold it and leave it once from for a certain distance. What did you notice? The eraser moves to and fro. It goes front and back, front and back. That is called as an oscillation. Yes. The next one is vibratory motion. Vibratory motion, from the name it tells that whenever there is vibration produced in the movement, then it is vibratory motion. All your musical instruments, when they play, they will produce vibrations and thereby creating motion. That is called as vibratory motion. The strings of a guitar. The strings of the guitar is nothing but where they stretch the strings to produce the sound or to produce the music. There the strings are vibrating. What is vibration, my dear children? A disturbance created in an object. Take a rubber band, stretch it. Okay, now just disturb the rubber band in the stretched manner in the center. Does the rubber band vibrates? Does it gets disturbed? Yes, that is called as your vibration. The next one is periodic motion. Periodic motion means a pattern of, it may be any kind. Now we know like circular motion, circular path, straight line and to and fro paths. These are all some patterns of movement. When any of these patterns is getting repeated in a fixed interval. Fixed interval means at a regular time period. Okay, now your clocks are there. The hands of the clock will always rotate. The same pattern is repeated again and again. Okay, then your swing is there. When you play, it gets moved in a to and fro, front and back movement. The same pattern of front and back is repeated again and again. Whatever the time it may be, for that object, that is a particular pattern. So, when a particular pattern is repeated again and again, I call that as periodic motion. Example, sewing machine. The machine used to stitch your dresses. The needle of the sewing machine will keep on stitching. So that is a pattern of moving up and down, up and down. And that is all your example for periodic motion. Okay, now we saw the different types of motion, and in between I had a question that whether an object can produce two or more types of motion at the same time. I gave you the answer as yes, it is possible. Let us see that now. Consider drawing water from the well. How do you draw water from the well? By using a bucket, rope and pulley. The pulley will row your bucket in a circular motion, but the bucket goes inside the well in a linear form, in a straight path. So that is an example for combination of motions. Combinations means two types of motions are occurring in the same time, in the same object. Now take a ball and keep it on the ground. Just little slightly push the ball or slightly hit the ball. What happens? What did you notice, my dear children? The ball moves in a straight line, as well as the ball is rotating and moving. So, the movement of the ball in the straight line is an example for linear motion or translatory motion or rectilinear motion. Okay? Whereas the ball is rotating and moving. The rotation of the ball is an example for rotatory motion. So, I could notice two types of motion occurring in the same object at the same time. This is an example for combinations of motion. Okay, my dear children. Now let us see another example. Here you have seen that the earth is moving around the sun. So whenever an object moves in a circular path with respect to a center object, then that is called as revolutionary motion. As well as the earth is rotating about its own axis. So the earth produces two types of motion: rotationary motion, revolutionary motion, also periodic motion. How come periodic motion? Because the same pattern of rotating is repeated again and again. So here a combination of three motions are involved. This is also an example for combination of motions. Okay, my dear children, I have given you a detailed explanation of types of motion, but in your book they have covered only a few. Only the major types of motion is covered. Let us see that. Okay, now take a textbook page number 103. There, under the heading 10.8 types of motion, see the figure 10.12. Some examples of rectilinear motion. We saw the broad classification of types of motion, my dear children. In your textbook, there are only three types: rectilinear motion, circular motion, and periodic motion. But you should know about the remaining types also, so I explained that before. Now as per your text, only there are three types of motion. I repeat again: rectilinear, circular and periodic. Rectilinear means the objects will move in the straight path, in the linear form. Examples: soldiers in a march past and the cars moving along a straight track. Okay. Next, see the exam figure 10.13. Fan and the cow which is moving to pump the water. So these are all the examples for circular motion. The blades of the fan are moving in a circular path. The next page. Can you see the figure 10.14? Swing, pendulum clock, guitar, bell, tabla. These are all the examples for periodic motion. Before this, we saw that swing is an example for oscillatory motion. Guitar, the strings of the guitar are examples for vibratory motion, and pendulum for periodic motion. Now, in your textbook, they have combined oscillatory, vibratory, and periodic together as one motion, that is periodic motion. Now, can you see here above this cloud color box? There is from the bottom, fifth line, motion of a pendulum, a branch of tree moving to and fro, motion of a child on a swing, strings of a guitar or the surface of the drums, tabla being played are all examples of periodic motion. Understood, my dear children? Please don't confuse with the other motions which I taught you. That is the basic which you should know. But as per your textbook and for your exam point of view, you have to follow your textbook types alone. But be aware of the original other classifications also. Yes. See here in this next page, the first paragraph, first line. The ball is rolling on the ground, rotating as well as moving forward. I told you this example now, my dear children. The ball undergoes rectilinear motion as well as rotational motion. That is the example for combination of different types of motion, combined motions. Okay, my dear children. So let us stop with this for today's class. If you have any doubt, please do call me. Don't confuse with the other types of motion explained. That is your basics. Thank you, children.